Wow, 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 ladies and gentlemen. It's a goddamn good day. If you've been supporting Agit Kabayel, if you're an Agit Kabayel huge fan, if you're German and you have love for the sport of boxing, and even if you're living in Germany, check this out. You're living in Germany, you don't watch boxing, you only watch soccer, you only watch other sports. You are on social media, scrolling around, boom, comes up on your app. Germany's first world champion first heavyweight world champion since 1930s. You tell yourself, you know what, let me look into this. And you get into the sport of boxing. Agit Kabayel, ladies and gentlemen, who I believe is well deserved of this, has been working hard. This is what the WBC does. They did this with Christian Mabili after ordering the fight with Hamza Shiraz. In the super middleweight division, Hamza Shiraz, they say negotiations stalled out. He went towards the WBO route. Christian Mabili, who was the WBC interim champion at the time, elevated, boom, to full world champion. Agit Kabayel, following Alexander Usyk's vacating all the bouts that he had yesterday. The IBF, WBA, and WBC, including the Ring Magazine bout. 4 days away from Perspin, now 3 days away from Perspin. Coming up in an ordered fight against the WBC interim champion at the time, Agit Kabayel. The sanctioning bodies are scrambling around, trying to figure out what to do. And y'all already know Mauricio Sullivan has been pushing Agit Kabayel to get that heavyweight title fight. He was the one that said, nah. As soon as Alexander Usyk is done fighting Rico Verhoeven, we are going to order Agit Kabayel to be next. And if he doesn't do that and decides to go elsewhere, then Agit Kabayel will end up becoming champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Agit Kabayel, who, bro, let's just pay attention to his last 4 fights. I know his last opponent wasn't a well-known opponent, undefeated, but not very well-known. But it was a homecoming fight coming to Germany, a stay busy fight. A stay busy fight. Before that, going up against the likes in December of 2023, I'm going to break it down right here, of Arslanbek Makhmudov, who just went to decision with a retired Tyson Fury, but went to decision. Agit Kabayel broke that man down. Then he goes in there with Frank Sanchez, breaks this man, stopping all these dudes, vicious body shots. The most vicious body puncher in all of boxing. Could be. At least top 2, top 3, that's what I say. I know Frank Sanchez had an injury going into that fight. Was wearing that knee brace around his knee. Was not known for wearing that. Came into that fight with one on. Then obviously in that fight you do see he's not the normal Frank Sanchez. But at the same time, man, that's Frank Sanchez, who is going to be competing for an IBF heavyweight title following Alexander Usyk's retirement. Frank Sanchez just won a title eliminator against Richard Torres Jr. on that Rico Verhoeven versus Alexander Usyk card. So I guarantee you Frank Sanchez is going to get a world title shot. Somebody is fighting against Frank Sanchez for the vacant IBF heavyweight title. They got to, go by the rules. And the IBF is known for doing that. More than the other ones, at least. I'll tell you that. He beats Frank Sanchez and then goes in there and stops Zhilei Zhang, the Big Bang. Bruh, when you're stopping guys like the Big Bang, that's high level. High level. Zhilei Zhang is a great fighter. I know he's old, but still. Agit Kabayel, bro, is well deserved of this. He pushed to get the Alexander Usyk fight. Alexander Usyk decides, I got one more and I'm done. We don't know if that's entirely true. That's what they're claiming, but I could see Alexander Usyk possibly having maybe 2 more. But if it's the last dance, this is the last fight. It ain't for a world title, and the sanctioning bodies ain't forcing him into facing whoever they want him to face. Usyk has decided, nah, I don't know what he's gonna do next. Could you imagine if he comes to the United States, which was planned to fight Deontay Wilder? Hey, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just saying, bro. I'm thinking about fantasies for myself. Hey, it's a fantasy, but then it'll be sad because I already know what will happen in that fight. I'll root for Deontay Wilder to win it. He's my dog. But I don't think that's going to happen. It might be sad. The outcome might be absolutely horrible. But it's absolutely breaking news, man. Agit Kabayel elevated now to the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Let me know what you guys think. This is the MMA Boxing Addicts channel bringing it to you.